Dentist office day. Annie blinks awake as the bright exam light snaps on. The dentist smiles warmly while polishing her teeth. Dentist, big night ahead, huh? Prom? You're gonna look perfect. Annie forces a polite smile, but her eyes drift, disconnected, drifting. Dentiste, Condé. When you wake up from a dream, how do you know you're really awake? Annie freezes. The dentist winks. Dentist, have fun at prom. Suburban house. Evening. Annie, in her prom dress, stares at her reflection. Beautiful, but strangely hollow. Lucy bursts into the room. Lucy, limo's here. Come on. Annie whispers to herself. Annie, tonight was supposed to be the night I finally felt free. So why did I feel empty? Prom night. Lights flash. Music pounds. Everyone is carefree, except Annie. Kyle, her boyfriend, leans in proud. Kyle, you look incredible tonight. After this, the recent hotel. Whole floor to ourselves. Annie nods, unsure. Across the room, Jake drunkenly whispers to friends. Lucy rolls her eyes at her own date disaster. Lucy, if I want a decent night, I'll have to hook up with the limo driver. She laughs, but Annie barely reacts. Annie, do you ever feel like none of this is real? Like you're just going through the motions? Kyle doesn't understand. Lucy watches Annie with concern. Prom hallway, later. Chaos. Jake is drunk and out of control. He lunges at Lucy, forcing a scene. Annie pulls her friend away. Lucy, he ruined everything. Annie, yeah, tonight sucks. Their perfect prom night collapses. School parking lot, night. The girls step into the cool air, free but disappointed. 3 older teens, JD, Jesse, and friends, lean against a truck. JD, rough night? We're heading to the honor farm. You can come, or stand there pretending to smoke. Lucy hesitates. Annie meets JD's eyes. Annie, let's go. Country road night. The truck races toward the woods. Everyone eats mushrooms. The world starts to tilt, shimmer, breathe. Lucy, giggling. Are we really doing this? Annie, too late now. Honor farm. Abandoned prison night. The decaying building rises from the woods. An ominous, concrete corpse. Jesse, 2 kids died here freshman year. Cult stuff, blood trails you'll see. The group moves inside. Honor farm continuous. Shadows crawl. Echoes whisper. The trip deepens. Walls bend. Colors bloom. Reality blurs. JD lights a small ritual bundle. JD, a guide at the bookstore, said, this can call a spirit from the other side. Not fake Ouija stuff. Real. Annie feels the air shift. Heavy, electric. Courtyard, deep night. Annie and JD wander under the moon, tripping deep. Annie, do you ever feel like a part of you is missing? JD, I feel like mine hasn't been made yet. Annie tears up. Memories of her brother, Sam, flickering like dreams. Annie, everything except now fades away, like dreams pretending to be memories. JD nods, understanding more than he should. Honor farm, same time. Lucy and the others wander through dark corridors, laughter shifting into fear as shadows move where no one stands. Something old wakes. Something hungry. Courtyard moments latte. A distant scream. Annie snaps out her trance. Annie. Lucy? JD looks around, sober by dread. JD, we need to find the others. Now, the moonlight flickers. The darkness breathes. And the honor farm begins to show them what's real and what never stopped dreaming. The dentist's chair. Bright lights. A slow, steady hum. Annie blinks awake in a dentist's chair. The dentist smiles too widely. Dentist, you dozed off. Prom night nerves? Don't worry. You'll look perfect. As Annie sits up, the world flickers like reality glitches. A voice echoes faintly. Voice, how do you know this is real? How do you know you're not still dreaming? Prom night. Annie meets Lucy outside the school. Limo engines rumble. Flashing prom lights reflect in her eyes. Lucy tries to lighten the mood, but Annie seems distant, caught between excitement and dread. Annie, do you ever feel like none of this matters? Lucy, it's prom. It's supposed to matter. Nearby, their boyfriends are already drunk and bragging. The night quickly goes downhill. After an argument and an almost disaster, Annie walks away, humiliated and hollow. The invitation. A group of mysterious upperclassmen appear. Jesse, Layla, and JD. Jesse. Honor farm. Abandoned prison. Bomfide. Sroms. No parents. You in? Lucy hesitates. Annie answers first. Annie. Yeah, let's go. The honor farm. The woods feel alive. The honor farm looms, rotted, silent, watching. Inside, the group takes mushrooms. Colors smear. Time bends. Sound warps. JD sits with Annie as she spirals. JD. Sometimes I feel like a part of me is missing like it never existed. Annie. Maybe we're dreams remembering themselves. The trip deepens. The walls pulse. Ghostly whispers echo. The basement ritual. Layla reveals a ritual candle meant to contact her dead brother Sam, killed mysteriously years ago. Layla. This place is a vortex. A door. The veil is thin here. They descend into the dark basement. They light the candle. Layla, chanting. Fire, help us speak to the dead. The flame twists. A shadow crawls across the wall that shouldn't exist. A distant scream. Footsteps. Something approaching. The cult arrives. 3 masked figures step from the shadows. Modern-day occultists using the abandoned prison for blood rituals. Cult leader. You shouldn't have come here. The gate was open. Now it must be fed. Chaos erupts. The teens scatter. The cult grabs Laura, another lost girl in a prom dress who seems to appear out of nowhere. The tunnels. Annie and JD flee into underground tunnels connecting the buildings. The walls drip. The air vibrates. Reality fractures around Annie. The trip intensifies, blurring dream and danger. A voice whispers, Sam, you asked for something real. The choice. Annie collapses in a corner. A shadow woman appears, gaunt, smiling, not human. Shadow woman. Answer my riddle, and you may leave. What has no beginning, end, or middle? Annie panics. Visions of prom, childhood, death, the dentist chair, all flashing. Annie. A dream? Shadow woman. Wrong. The ground splits. Screams echo. Annie. A donut. It's a donut. A sudden silence. The shadow dissolves like smoke. Escape. The group reunites. Laura is alive, but confused. They run through the trees as the cult chases them, distorted and monstrous in the drug haze. They break through the forest, bursting into sunlight. They realize the honor farm was barely a mile from town. Lucy, we weren't lost. We were just somewhere else. Morning. The world feels unreal but calm. JD touches Annie's hand. JD, so, should I get your number? Annie looks at the sunrise, a new day rising from horror. Annie, we live dreaming of endings. But life is only beginnings repeated, one sunrise after another.